warning before you listen. This epic is not for children, nor for the faint of heart. We retell the ancient Greek myths as they were born, unfiltered, unsoftened. Scenes of violence, curses, betrayals, and a hunger for power that shows no mercy. Given the many conflicting versions of the Titan War, the events have been rebuilt to complete the missing pieces. Here, we tell the myth as it was meant to be told. Sources and references are listed in the episode description. Chapter 101. From War of the Titans, Clash of Weapons, and the Fall of Time. The earth trembles when wrath descends from the mountain. It wasn't the beginning of battle, it was the birth of the battlefield. Here, armies don't march. They are pulled forward by the hatred rooted deep within their bones. Through the thick veil of mist, Atlas emerged. He did not walk. He crashed his steps into the ground, like mountains dropping earthquakes. His hand clenched around a black axe, and his eyes, they didn't look forward. They carved a new hell into the future. To his right, Menoetius. Silence moved beside him, but behind him there was a roar that could not be seen. The kind of creature that lacks reason, fights not for victory, but simply to prove that violence alone is enough of a reason to live. Their soldiers followed, not walking but stabbing the earth with each step, as if teaching it how to scream before it dies. The wind changed. The color of the air changed. Everything began to feel like rage just before it explodes. And then, the horizon split open. Hades emerged, not as a god, but as an ancient punishment written down when the first crime in history was committed. His face, a shadow of burning coal. His steps, stains of celestial rot. And the air around him, it shrank, as if the cosmos itself refused to breathe in his presence. Behind him, Briareus, Cottus, the Hecatonchires, the 100-handed giants. Their bodies were not born, they were carved, from molten rock too afraid to cool. Each one of them a furnace, exhaling fire not from their mouths, but from the deepest part of their chests. Not ordinary flames, but fire born from the heart, forged in every curse left to rot in their bones when the heavens betrayed them. And when they faced each other, words didn't come first, eyes did. Atlas stared straight at Hades, unblinking. You killed Menoetius. You knew he had no weapon to match your power. You didn't want a battle, you wanted a crime. Hades smiled, not with mockery, but with the kind of smile that only exists seconds before a throat is slit. I didn't kill him because he was weak. I killed him because he dared to dream in a world that devours dreamers. Menoetius stepped forward. His voice was deeper than volcanoes. Today, no one among us will die. We will all die, so that the dirt itself chooses whose hatred will grow again. Hades laughed. Once, but it wasn't human. Then he said, We'll see which one of you survives to tell the tale. And then the eyes fell silent, but the throats began to scream what words could not carry. Here the drums rose, beating like the hearts of gods bracing to explode. Chants from both sides of the battlefield, as though the mountains themselves were howling through the mouths of soldiers. The giants stomped the ground with titan feet, the 100-handed clapped 100 strikes all at once, and the air boiled. The moment caught fire, everything was ready. Except mercy. This chapter of the epic has come to an end, but remember, what you've just heard is not a record of facts, but the echo of a myth. A story born from the imagination of the ancients, etched into the long memory of humankind. If this tale stirred something in you, if it opened a door to reflection or wonder, don't forget to support the channel and share the journey with those you love. And in the comments, tell us, which moment in this chapter struck you the most and why? We'll meet again in the next chapter of this audio odyssey through time. Until then, farewell.